Oh fuck. This worked. This one worked. Interesting. So this one worked. Does not look pale a bit. It looks a bit pale. Does not look pale a bit. It looks a bit pale. Looks a bit pale. What do I do? Color grading. Right, right. Is that the answer to everything? Quality. Let's see what the highest quality is. Is that the answer to everything? Quality. Let's see what the highest quality is. Is that the answer to quality. Let's see. Now that's my fair. Like a lot of things are gonna be going back, especially if I'm trying to so this one since we're done. Thank you. You can help me anymore. I can go on X right now. Start this. Right. So I'll create a new broadcast. So x402 v2. Never sure this out. I'm supposed to position this. Still got. Kind of cool. So I said cool. I don't even know. I need to work better on framing these titles. I know that, right? I need to work more on how I name these spaces. But probably x402v2 is kinda cool. Or okay. So what is it's kind of cool. So I went through it a bit, and science, technology, no way we are gonna do it. How would you select Subia Studio? Boom, yeah. Chat. Everyone can chat. Start immediately. It's a couple advanced settings that I don't care to take a look at, and some details about how the stream is gonna look, but we always ignore this kind of stuff. We never pay attention to them. All right. Now I don't see nobody. Hello? I never pay attention. Okay. That is tricky. Advanced settings. Content. 41. Node reference. Um, what do we do? Video I recommended. Oh, so what is coming in versus what is recommended? Video rate, video keyframe intervals in second.
do something right. Audio beat rate. Why is it just dark?
I guess this stuff is gonna mess up already. Damn, stop. Just gonna copy this stuff so that we can stay a reference. But I'm working on YouTube. That is our part.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We do I
you can change the video resolution. The current resolution is 5.202, which is not supported for this configuration.
So what is coming in versus
the expected video resolution is 2560.
Video keyframe intervals in sec. Or do something right.
Settings.
Alright,
so let's do this.
Why is it just dark?
I can't change anything while it's live, but let's stop stream. Yes, okay. Alright, let's see. We need graces. Okay. Just want to see this work, man. So now I reduce the output. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it's still not. Scale down output base what's getting, and then it's getting why is this happening to me, yo? It has never given me this problem ever. Base. I should be able to stream in 4K, right? Is there a reason why it's doing like that? But the YouTube one version is like it's going through, right? It's going through excellent. Like it's just great. This one is not. I probably need to leave and come back. That's what it is. Kind of cool. First, check the source, see if we are getting good. Please work. Oh, yeah. I just gotta need to start this. Okay. Please work. Work now. And it's black again. Okay. It's black. To last. Okay. I'm guessing what's happening in this instance is the settings. Wait, what's going on? Okay. Okay. All right, so I guess we need to
get from OBS. Rate control, bitrate.
I was gonna say 8,000. Okay. What else is left? Okay, so this one will probably fail, but let's see. Not HEPC. H264 resolution. Okay. Okay. All right. This is us. This is the sus. This is the sus. I'm gonna decide again. Stop. Start. And boom. We're up. Right. Select sus. This should okay. Not work. What is it down now? Right. We seem to be okay. This department. Two channels. Right. Oh yeah, we are up. Yay. And then this seems to be working as well. We got HD. Do we have HD yet? It seems as well. As well. As well. Okay. All right. X402 is kind of cool. All right, so we have this finally good to go. Right? Just gonna stream on Twitter now and forget about every other thing. And I swear to God, I should probably be able to do this as well. Oh. Oh. So I can see how my stream. I probably want to move all this like streaming stuff over to this place, right? Right. I should be able to move them right here because I don't want to be doing this stuff on stream. Right. So this gone, this Somnia, all this Somnia shit, kick them away, man. Okay, so good night, so good. 5.2. Yeah, that's the academy auto. By the way, we got new website, man. We got a new website. Everything's chill, right? Everything's chill. I was looking at this obvious on. Okay, what's this? Oh yeah, so some stuff. Obvious on. I can't have music today, man. Because of the jam, the I can't have music today, man. Because of the jam that's happening. Alright, so we have this. Since we're great, the current whatever bit rate is whatever lesser than whatever. That's their problem, man. That's their problem. All right, split. Split. All right, split. All right, split. Split. So I can see both. I can respond to their charts. Many disciples. Job, come on. Alone. Separate all tops. Okay. I like the design of okay. This as well. None of this should be in my space. Right, 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 right. We are good, we're grand, we got it. We good, we're grand, we got it. It's Christmas time, yo. What you want for Christmas? Went to some church somewhere. Just, it's all good. Right? This is the first time I would not be doing Happy New Year with my people. Like, it's just surreal, man. Because um, this gives me local view of what's going on. I should probably replace this with the buttons and stuff so I can change scenes and stuff without having to go click. But right now it works. So I can just start the stream. Um the stream is my x402 video is cool. I'm not sure I can update it after we started, but we have to find out. We have to find out, man. We have to find out. We have to find out. Find out. We have to find out. Yeah, we have to find out. We have to find out. We have to find out. No charge. X402 kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool. And I'm showing you all of this just knowing that um what's new, yo guys. What's new. This is X402. I have some very interesting like sections that I want to dive into, and I think like you appreciate it more. But for now, let's just stick to this because this is the version that is going to get you guys go. We have a new website. I have a bunch of updates, and I'm waiting forward to like share them with you guys because this is the pumping season. So let's get into it. All right, so okay, just to confirm that we are live. Okay, okay, all right. I have running notes and how's that feel coming? I haven't been reliably able to create a demo, and that's giving me some jits, man. Because I'm like, if I go share this, but it's coming up. Right. I love this. I love this wallpaper, man, because they're pretty cool. And I should probably stop this. Right. Should probably stop this. Because it's about to go down. It's about to go down, down, down. What you're saying is about to go down. X402 is kind of cool, yo. It's kind of cool, right? It's kind of cool. And you have to know because we don't play right here. X402 is cool. I don't know what I was thinking, but dude, we got X402 Part 2. And this one is changing a lot of things, man. I can't wait to show you. We have a tweet. We have a tweet from Eric, but I would dive deeper into this myself before we go check out what Eric's is talking about. Right, just reload the page because I see there's some very fancy, scrumpy animations that happen as you scroll. So we're just gonna dive into that. All right. Also, I don't think I have MetaMask installed at a number of the Phantom use cases, but we are starting. Aha. Okay. And we are live. 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 All right. Welcome to the stream. Took a while to get this all set up, and my audio might not actually be the best today, but we are gonna ignore all of that and just talk about x402 for a minute, right? And we got a new look. That's why I'm putting on the shades, guys. It's about 3 a.m. here, but I'm gonna tell you why. So yapping about x402. Let's get it, guys. And if you wanna join, yapping about 02. Yeah. All right, let's get the boys in. Let's get the boys in. We are live. All right, x402 v2. I would say you guys should drop something in the chat, but I don't know if anybody's actually watching this. I can't. I don't have all that Jimber set up right now. I'm streaming to YouTube right now. I'm also streaming to Hex, right? And I had to do some quiet number setup to get this look going, and I will probably have to change a number of this, but hopefully we can get more stuff going on, right? Just update some groups so we can have this properly. Yapping about x402. If you want to join in. Say hi in the chat. Yo, chat, say something. Let's take a screenshot. All right, took a screenshot. Say something in the chat so that we can get it started and we can talk about x402 a bit. I'm a big fan. I'm an early adopter. I got this stuff going at yoga. Yo. Couldn't pick up. Just give me a minute, guys. I need to pick up this call. But say hi in the chat. Say hi in the chat. Let's talk about x402. Say hi in the chat. Say hi in the chat. Hello? Yo. I'm fine. Are you just getting up? Oh. Say something if you can hear me. Say something if you can hear me. Say something if you can hear me. Right. Let's talk about exposure to a bit. Say something if you can hear me. I had to pick that call because I'm like, yo, live. I'm live on Twitter. I don't imagine that lots of people would join, by the way, but I do feel like um sometimes it's just good to give opportunities, right? So that's why I'm broadcasting this stuff to whoever can see it. Oh my god, I can't copy my Twitter link from here. All right, join. I have 5 people watching. Hey guys, if you're watching, please say just drop something in the chat so that I can. I know that I have people seeing this. Sometimes it feels cool, or maybe cool is not the word though, but like you have a much more sense of of something. I don't know where to put it, but like when you know people are on the other side. But I'm just gonna assume that I have someone watching like this. I can see 5 people here, right? I can see 5 people here, and I'm on Twitter. All right. Okay, so let's just get on to it. Let's get on with 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 it. As long as I know that you guys can hear me good, which I think I've confirmed, everything else can go to the backstage, and I can put the stream in the first place. All right, x402 guys, x402, and there's a lot of things to dig into, right? There's a lot of stuff to dig into. I'm very excited about this latest piece or part or the new stew that Eric Coinbase have cooked is a delicious meal, especially if you go through what they said is now better. So X402, the first thing I'm gonna call out is that we have a new website. Hence the new. You see me wearing shades because it's about 3 a.m. in my place. What am I saying? It's 3:46 a.m. right? But we got a new website and we just have to keep everything fresh and new. So you know what? I came in specs today, guys. I came in specs because this one is special. This one is special, guys. X402. We got a new website, a new landing page, a new everything. It's you might be thinking, oh, what was the website part? Why is it so important to call out? But bro, it's cool, man. It was one vibe coded crap that was there before. I call it crap compared to this, right? It was a good work. It got us to where we needed to be, and it got us to our 100 million. I'm gonna show you all of that. There's an old blog article released on the latest on this part. I should probably get some soundboard so I can play sounds, but I'm gonna do that later. I'm going to do that later. So let's talk about X402. If this is your first time hearing about this, honestly, you should catch up, bro. Catch up. Catch up. All right? Catch up. So say GMGM in the chat, and I will know you're a newbie, right? Just say GMGM. If it's your first time hearing about X402, say GMGM in the chat, and I'm going to do a little round wrap up. I'm going to say some words that will make you understand it better. Explain it, or just check my pinned tweet. I think I have something there that I did earlier some time ago. But we have X402 V2. Version 2 of X402 is now live, guys. And I'm so excited about this because it's a quality of life improvement. A number of things have changed. A number of things are way better now. A number of things are still the same. Backward compatibility. That's what we say. All right. X402 is an open, neutral standard for internet native payments, right? Open, neutral standard for internet native payment. Can you guys see? Should be able to see this, right? Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Everything is good. Right. You can make payments on the internet without having to connect your cards using this new thing, this new protocol, this new flow called X402 to accept payments with a single line of code. Ha! But it's doable, it's possible. I've done it, I've tested it, right? And now we are just about like 2 days ago, I say, right? I think we got V2. You can try it out. I'm not gonna do all of that. But we have a new cool website. Can you guys see how beautiful this stuff is? It's just minimal, it's straight, it just looks good, right? 75.4 million transactions, $24 million, the volume of assets that has been transacted, right? 94,000 individuals receiving payments, 22,000 individuals making those payments, and then all of this in the last 30 days. Oh my God. They started like, okay, but now you can see that it's providing the value that makes people appreciate this and put money through the flows, guys. Payments on the internet are fundamentally flawed. Credit cards are high friction, had to accept, have minimal payments that are far too high and don't fit into the programmatic nature of the internet. It's time for an open source internet native form of payments. Well, honestly, this probably not your first time hearing it, and if it is, let me know. I'll do a run through. But just pick the new website, guys. And so essentially, this is like the simplest version part of it. You can create an account with a new provider. You'll do all of these processes just to make payments. But with X402, this is reduced to 3 steps, way easier. Even AI agents can now participate in this stuff because it's way easier and it's just cool right now without any of the stuff, right? So it's a wonderful change in speed and flow, access, and everything. Anyways, people, the new website is just great. It looks cool. Let's go to the article that talks about what V2 brings and how that is gonna change your life. I think if I head over to writing, I should be able to get that part of the pieces. Introducing X402 V2, evolving the standard for payment, for internet native payments. I keep seeing things wrong. Eric Reppel is the guy. Eric, I think his Twitter is at programmer, so you might want to, if you want to check him out. That's his handle on Twitter, right? Programmer or something. But yeah, I think he's a guy that's majorly like working on this. I think he also is the one that like kind of picked it up and is leading the charge in this, so it's all good. Oh, and I failed to mention that there's something called X402 Foundation that I think Cloudflare and Coinbase are kind of working to put together or something, which is more like the guys that will probably be making sure that standards are being done properly and everything. So introducing X402 version. So let's get into it. So this is the shorter version, which I'm gonna go through quickly, and then we can jump into the longer version, and then we can go deep. Building for 6 months. Real world use case. X402 expands the protocol beyond single call exact payments, right? And this is the V2 summary, right? This is the V2 summary, right? What we got from V1 was great, but V2 is expanding it beyond the single call exact payment. And what that means is previously, what you would do with X402 is you make payments you can make a payment based on API calls. Like for each API call you make, there's just that payment. But with V2, I think what they're trying to bring is where we got Sunny Boy on the chat. Hey Sunny Boy, W's in the chat. W's in that sounds funky, man. But Sunny Boy, welcome to the chat. I'm yapping about X402 V2. We got V2 and I'm excited. I just wanted to do like a quick stream on that. So invite your friends, bring them on. Thanks for dropping by. Let's go. So it adds wallet functionality, wallet based identity, so you don't have to repay on every call. And I think this part is important to call out when you are, yo, I see you, I see you, man, I see you, I see you, I see you. This part is important to call out because because previously, if you're making payment with X402, you pay on every call. It's more like once you make a request, it looks for it doesn't say it, it does all that process every single time. But now you have some form of wallet based identity. So once you make a payment once, it sort of like can give like an approve in such a way that it can remember that you've made a payment before, right? And then you can use that person's address to kind of identify them and keep serving them that stuff, right? The way card payments and credit payments work in Web2, in Stripe and PayPal and all of that, right? Then there's the automatic API discovery, which is way better now based on the V2 part. Then dynamic payment recipients. Previously, you need to specify the payments in middleware, wherever, but now it seems that we got dynamic payment recipients, which means you can change who receives the funds dynamically when you're using those payments, which is great, right? And then support for more chains via advice Kype standards. What is Kype? I see that. I know I've seen it before, but just quick Grammarly for today, man. We don't need all of that. Let's see what Kype is. Kype chain IDs. I mean, just full meaning, man. Just give me full meaning of Kype. Or the full meaning of Kype. Anyways, I'm using DS, so that's why I can do this sort of like whatever stuff. This AI stuff. Chain agnostic improvement proposals. Okay, great. Thank you so much for that. So you guys learned something. Chain agnostic improvement proposal standards and a fully modular SDK for custom networks and schemes. So that's what we have with V2 right now. Making X402 cleaner is the goal, more extensible and future-proof unified payment models, wallet-based access for agents and humans alike. I think I've dived into I've played around with sort of like Next.js and stuff with X402, but I've never really done agentic stuff. But if you want to check out agentic stuff, I think the best person is Ash. Ash works as a developer at Coinbase, and he has a couple demos using X402 with agents to make payments. He has one very cool one where an agent can actually bid for an ad spot. So there's this ad position on a website. An agent can find it, pay for it, and list their ads on it. I think it's cool. I think it's impressive, and I think it's a demo that shows the provision that X402 has made possible. Now even better. So let me just point this out as well, that 2 weeks of community feedback period on the proposed V2 spec. So all of you guys are actually the stars. You made this possible. We have a new cool website. We got a new cool thing going on here, and very soon there's gonna be the X402 Foundation, right? You can see this here, X402 Foundation, and everything is backwards compatible with V1, like you said here. The reference SDKs are fully backward compatible with V1. So if you're using the flows, previous flows, you have no issues. Actually, I don't know what I feel like if you're using the new stuff, the facility, I ran into some very interesting things when I was testing myself personally before I did this live stream, and maybe that's a different conversation for another day, or when we get to that part, I can bring it up. So yeah, why X402 needed a V2? I think this part of the writing is where I feel like the juice is. So if you've not gone through this, you want to pay attention. This is the part where you need to pay attention quickly. So like I mentioned, X402 up to now has processed over 100 million payments, right? 100 million payment. Let me just say I2. You're welcome. Have you heard? Do you know we have X402 V2 yet? All right, just made a response to a chart. So X402 was launched in 2025, right? And the idea was to make payments easy on chain, online actually, using web payments. And there was the 402 protocol, the 402 error status code that that has been on the web, but nobody used it, right? So Eric or whoever at Coinbase packaged it up, made a flow, and proposed an idea. And here it is. We got V2 of the idea and over $24 million volume assets transacted. I think that's phenomenal work, man. Phenomenal work. In just a few months, it has processed over 100 million payment across APIs, hubs, and AI agents, powering everything from paid API calls to autonomous agents, buying compute, and data on demand. Like I said, a lot of the use cases for X402 also involve like on-demand purchases and stuff. And that is why we want to appreciate the idea that once you pay for stuff, there's the identity, because the previous one did not have the wallet-based identity stuff, which made it more could make it a bit more technical, involved to handle recurring payments for something, right? And when I say recurring payment for something, is when you pay for an API call once and you keep paying for it every time you make the API calls. You might not realize it, but it's sort of like a latency that adds up to it. It's a very small thing that accumulates and could be a huge stock, a huge block in whoever is using your API for whatever they're using it for, right? Because the way X402 works, I'm thinking it's, I'm imagining this way where you make a request, it fails, it does something, comes back, and then you go again. That's like you're always making the API calls twice every time, 2 times. Go, fail, go back again, then come back again. So like there is the fool's errands back and forth thing. And make with V2, with the wallet-based identity stuff, we might be able to solve that problem, right? So let's go deeper into it, right? V2 evolves the specification based on learnings from 6 months of X402 performing real-world payments. Yes, so 6 months of almost everybody testing this stuff, building, switching, writing different kind of things, Ash building demo apps, PAI shipping very cool dev tooling for this, working on facilitators and stuff. By the way, shout out to PAI guys. I don't know if Notorious is up, but anyways, let's just go on. He probably, I don't know the timing at this place, but I know if he's up, it will probably say shout out or something. All right, so clearer separation between clients, servers, facilitators, and the X402 reference SDK. Before, all of this stuff were lumped up in one thing, right? Just lumped up somewhere. But we were fortunate enough to get some wrappers that made it easier to implement this stuff. So that's good, right? But now we have better, what's it called? We have better ways of, everything is separated. More like they've gone into the and like separated everything and like, okay, this is what matters here, this is what matters here, and that's better for me because especially for people that are working on first, I'll most likely be building clients and servers mostly. Facilitators might not be my, except if I want to do that myself. So this is a good one, right? Tweaks to the data type declarations to increase clarity, reduce redundancy, and make X402 easier to implement on new chains, right? Cool. standardizations and making things properly declared. Beautiful. Yeah, this one is where I'm actually very excited about the extension part, which is something I hope to explore soon. Formalizing the concept of extensions to make it easier to experiment and extend X402 without the need to fork. So the V1 version, you have to fork it, make changes, and then make a PR, right? And make a PR. But now we got V2 where wait. What did I click? I've tapped something, yo. Um, so for some reason my okay, I'm out of it. Okay, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. No, I'm not as a VT yet. What is it? Uniqueness. All right, Sunny Boy. That's what I'm talking about. Like I'm talking about the what makes it special, why this is important, why this is cool, why this is great, right? So I'm walking through that. I should probably just post it as well in the chat so you can take a scoop of that if you want to. But we'll get into it. So why X402 needed a V2, right? And yes. So where was I? What was that? What was I? Extensions. So extensions extensions in V2, right? We make it easier to experiment and extend X402 without the need to fork. And I was saying like in V1, right, you would need to fork the V1 GitHub, add some stuff, and then make a PR request to the stuff, and then merge it, and just to get your, for example, your chain working, because you need the custom stuff. But now with V2, we have extensions that just that would have lifecycle hooks, which is something that is mentioned at the lower bottom of this article. Hooks, we got hooks that you can hook into the lifecycle of the thing and make some changes, right? So at the same time, the mission of X402 remain constant. What am I saying? Wait, okay, great. Moving all payment data to headers for the transport, freeing up the reference body to be alongside the 402 status code and payment required header. Interesting. So all the payment data is moved into the header, and then the response body itself is used alongside the status code and payment required header. I don't really understand what this is, so maybe I'm just reading it too fast. But let's give AI to help me with that, right? I thought I did it. All right. What does this mean? Bottoms up rewrite of the X402 reference SDK for, yeah, of course, like talk about like most of stuff were rewritten and then they were broken up, so we now have individual concerns for each of them, and then migrating the reference SDK to the X402 organization. So I think it was in Coinbase before, X402 in Coinbase, but I think they have theirs now. So X402 is probably gonna be independent of Coinbase, right? Because of the new foundation and stuff that they're working on. So that might be something to look forward to. So what's this about? They moved all X402 payments metadata into HTTP headers, so the 402 response body can carry normal payloads. Oh yeah, so like all of that stuff, the payment requirements. I think that part is, if you're using V1, there's something called payment requirements that kind of is sent back to you. So I think that's what they try to do. Like, we don't really need any of most of those stuff. They pumped it up into the headers, so you can have your body freed up for other things, right? So V2 V2 is designed to meet the demands of this next stage of the internet economy, right? It refactors the protocol to be cleaner, more interoperable and future-proof while preserving everything that made V1 successful. Honestly, to God, I think I like V2 already. Right. So these are layers of x402. The buyers and sellers exchanging x402 data, the representations of information. Wait. I need to go up. Okay. Right. The representations of information needed to perform an x402 transaction. So this is the app layer, and this is a client paying a server for access to content using the spec. So the spec is the declaration, or this is what you need to do. This is what needs to happen. This is what I need. This is why this is failing because you need to pay. Then transport. Transport defines the type, the way information is shared. So the way x402 information is shared between buyer and seller. So is it going via HTTP? Is it coming from an MCP server? Is it coming from an agent to agent thing? This is by Google, by the way, right? And then the scheme defines the logical way money should move. Is it exact? Is it up to? Is it deferred? This one I don't really get it yet, but I'm sure it'll be clear every time. So exact is probably going to be about the money. So are you paying exactly that, or you are saying um, pay something up to this amount? So maybe this way it would approve that stuff until when the money hits the max that is up here, right? So this one is a problem. So when you're making a call to a server and x402 returns, oh, you need to pay $2. Exact to pay that $2 or require that you pay that $2 exactly. Up to might require that, oh, this is probably gonna be like the max, so you can release that $2 ahead, and then maybe it can be taken from that $2 that you've given it approval to. So until it hits that, I don't know, like that is what I'm thinking. Then the fact is probably gonna be a, oh, do the stuff, then after completion, then take the money. So the payment ledger is the network, right? So what chain are you using? Is it Somnia? Is it Base? Is it Polygon? If you're using Solana, check out PayAI for facilitators, and check out the x402 Solana React X. How do I put it? x402 Solana. I don't want the text to disappear, but it's gone by the way. x402 Solana React for paywalls. All this stuff were not visible in V1, so this is what V2 gives us now. A lot of them were there, by the way. I mean, but something like this was not really called out, but it seems to be an important part now. Then the assets, stable coins, ERC20 tokens, Solana program tokens, whatever. I'm not really big on Solana dev stuff yet. I'll get into it soon. Mechanisms, whatever. They are a great way that these funds are transferred. So is it EIP 3009, permit 2, all of this stuff, right? These are the layers of x402. So what's new? Let's talk about what's new, by the way. I think I did a TLDR up here. This is why everything is important. But now we're gonna go into much deeper conversations. I need to oil up my email. Just give me a second. All right. Oh my god. Okay. So unified payment interface. So V2 is standardizing how the networks and assets are identified and creating a single payment format that works across chains and even with legacy payment rails. I understand the chains part. Is this part I don't understand, but we're gonna see it in action soon, probably from a demo or something. Multi-chain by default. It supports stable coins and tokens across base. All of this where so if you're working with Solana, you're probably gonna have some form of custom stuff going on because of some things, I think, and that's my experience. And this could be a skill issue, by the way, so don't let me say anything to that. Compatible with legacy payment rails. So ACH, SEPA, card networks fit into the same payment model. This is part, like I said, I don't understand that part yet, but I'm gonna play with it a bit more so I can be able to speak more to that. Then dynamic pay to routing. Pay to, like I said, is the recipient of the fund you're sending, right? So when you're paying to, so whoever receives the fund, you can now, that can be dynamic right now. It doesn't have to be fixed. Dynamic pricing based on inputs. This is beautiful, man. I would love to see that in action. Then extensible architecture and broad compatibility. And this is the part that talks about the. Oh, is this it? No, no. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I think it's the one. Oh yes, plugin driven SDK. So developer register chains, assets, and payment schemes instead of editing SDK internals. And that was V1, guys. You needed to go touch up the x402 code, but now you can just plug in something and it's all good. Stable spec. So you don't have to change the reference SDK to add new chains or stuff. It's just a great touch up to make this life things easy. And then lifecycle hooks enable builders to inject custom logic at key points in the payment flow. Hooks into the flow of what's going on. So when this happens, this happens, this happens, you can plug into any of those things. So before you send a payment, what happens? After sending a payment, what happens? Before settlement verification, what happens? After settlement verification, what happens? Unlocks conditional payment routing, custom metrics, complex failure recovery mechanisms, and so much more. We love it. Then modernize HTTP headers. Like I said, this is the part. Yeah, this one is going to allow you to do signing with stuff, but it's not available right here. These are fast follows, and it's going to be up soon. So x402 becomes a plug and play platform. Anyone can add a new chain, facilitator, or payment model as a standalone package without the overhead and coordination of modifying the underlying protocol. That's why it's an extensible architecture. You can extend it, Shaba. You can extend it, right? And that's it. All right. Let's go a bit down. Then wallet-based access, reusable sessions, and modular paywalls. Pretty. The paywall package is now separated from the main thing, like it was hell. And that's why you should check out x402 Solana React. That's why you should check out x402 Solana React. Right. This makes your life easy if you are building with what's it called, with Solana, and you're trying to get x402 working. You get a very easy to use paywall that you can drop into your app and get it going. So this is cool. You should check it out. You should definitely makes your life easy. I'm just telling you things that's gonna make your life easy, by the way. So that's it. The paywall has been completely overhauled and extracted into a dedicated modular package. This makes developers to easily contribute to new payment backends and create custom paywall variations with support for EVM and Solana. So, like, if you know that most of these x402 conversations has just been happening on EVM chains and Solana chains, most of the other blockchains that we have, I don't know how they're playing into this yet. So I'm talking about blockchains like Stellar, that is literally the fintech blockchain. That's what they pride themselves in, being the finance layer. They love they're partnered with Money. Is it MoneyGram or something? Yeah. So no, is it MoneyGram? One proper finance layer in the Web2 space. I can't remember the name. I think it's Monogram or Yellow or something. Right. So I don't know what the conversation on those chains are. What is going on with Stellar? What is going on with things like Sui? What is going on with chains like Fuel? What is going on with chains like Scroll? Scroll is EVM compatible, by the way. So out of that, Stacknet, for example, Eternity. I mean, talking about all, like Tempo, all of them. Uh, Somnia is a layer one, by the way. So that might, I don't know. So let's see. Somnia is a layer one. Somnia is a layer one. So yeah, layer one EVM blockchain. So it's compatible with EVM, but what is going on with x402 on these other chains and all these other blockchains? I don't know. But we'll see. The V2 protocol now includes the logic to support wallet controlled sessions or other forms of identity. Man, it's so many things packed into one, man. That's what I'm trying to say. And then the discovery, automatic discovery and dynamic service metadata. So you can build your x402 stuff and serve. It's like there's like a marketplace or like a hub for where all these things can be found. Creates a more autonomous ecosystem in which sellers publish their APIs once and facilitators stay synchronized with developer without developer intervention. Alright, so facilitators can probably just query something and then they can fetch it. That's probably just gonna work, what's gonna be happening. So, and everything just gives more quality of life development. So improved developer experience and multi-facilitator support. Multi-facilitator support. This part is what probably gonna find a way to understand it. Multi-facilitator support. V2 dramatically simplifies configuration while making multi-facilitator support first class. So now you can use multiple facilitators. PAI. Notorious, where are you? Come and tell me what this means, bro. I think it's PAI guys are probably busy at breakpoints. Yeah, breakpoint guys right now. Solana breakpoint. So what does this mean? Multi-facilitator. We're gonna check it out. So key upgrades, register supported chains, assets, and payment models. No internal SDK hacking. Everything is still pointing to what was said above. Express business preferences. So instead of Solana, you can declare things like this. Do you prefer Solana? Avoid mainnet, only use USDC, because it works across all of this. So you can probably make it easier to declare this stuff. They're saying you can use multiple facilitators simultaneously. The SDK will decide which one is best. That's interesting. But if all facilitators do the same thing, what does best mean? I'm curious. Wait. What's that? If all facilitators do the same thing, what exactly does best mean? Right? What exactly does best mean? By the way, Sonny Boy, can you see the text on what I'm sharing? The screen I'm sharing. Does it look? Is it visible enough? Is it big enough? Just to verify. Use multiple. Alright, we already talked about that. Cleaner filtering and selection logic for complex payment environments. Oh my god. So this is everything we got. We just went through the entire stack of what is happening in X402. And I'm excited for that. So should you. Now let's do a quick demonstration. I'll see what looks like the new changes. Uh, so x402 v2 updates, installation, all available reference SDK. So we see we have like SVM now, we have EVM, we have the core, we have a number, we have the paywall, we have when you want to work with extensions. Anyways, also when you want to work with Python and stuff. Okay, check out existence what is beating. Anyways, let's talk about examples. So I already cloned the stuff, right? I already cloned the stuff, right? I already cloned the stuff. So let me just pull that up real quick. I have a version of this running some cursor somewhere, right? It's on cursor somewhere. I'm gonna close this one. I'm just gonna open one of my recent projects. I think it's this. So I already kind of fetched it from GitHub. I have it locally right now, so I don't have to do that again, right? Yes, right. Okay. All right. So this is that. Looks really blown up right now, but hopefully you can see. Let me just make this fill up the screen so you can focus on that. All right. All right. Cool. So we have the what's it called again? What's it called? We have the file folder stuffs here, the file directory, and this is everything you see on the GitHub. All I did was actually get it to work, and I have a running version. I've actually added all this stuff, right? I'm gonna go to them very soon, but I just wanted to show you what that means. So I'm just gonna spin up and get this to run. Oh, but I need to go to examples, right? From x402 into examples, into TypeScript, and then into full stack and next. So x4 examples, and then I go to TypeScript, then I go to full stack, then I go to next, then from next I can do NTL. Then I can run dev. So I already got it to work. So locale 3000. So I see locale was 3000. What do we get? We get this. So this is the demo. This is demonstration for x402 v2. So there's a protected page. There is the protected page, and there is the protected API. So that's one of the things that I felt I should mention that was different. So I'm using Next.js. This is the Next.js example. We're going to go to the code. But in V2, there's a defined way to handle protecting a page or protecting an API, right? And I think it's best they did this because there's a way. For some reason, when I was testing using V1 to provide a page, you needed to also protect it felt there was kind of like a loop that was happening that felt very strange. So this helps with that. So let's check one of the protected pages. I'll select my wallet. I can use Phantom, Premium Music. To access this content, please pay 0.001 base Sepolia USDC. So I need to get some Sepolia USDC because I don't have any in my Phantom wallet. and I can check this, right? Base Sepolia USDC. I'm gonna paste this right here. I'm gonna get some fake USDC from the faucet. It's gonna send me 1 USDC. So I just got 1 USDC. I can go here now and connect my wallet. Now, for some reason, I don't know why this happens. Yeah, I don't know why this happens. It happened previously, but for some reason, I'm thinking it's because of maybe because I don't have base network right here. Right? For some reason, I don't know why that happens. Right? We can check connect wallet. It happens, but if I open it to a different browser, it doesn't happen. If I open it to a browser that has MetaMask, it doesn't happen, and nothing really is in the. Okay, wait. I think we got some errors right here. So payment required. It has all those the payment requirements and stuff. Okay, awesome. What is that Coinbase stuff? Phantom, just like this. Connect wallet. And here we are. Sepolia.base.ng, and it has all these calls. It keeps trying to make them. Let's disconnect and go through them, right? Don't know why that keeps happening. But it doesn't happen when I use MetaMask, by the way. So that's something to note. So what I'm thinking is probably for some reason I'm not on Phantom right here. I'm not on base. So add let's see. So Phantom, I usually just focus more on what's it called, on Solana, right? But I know that Phantom can also give you a way to use other networks on it, right? Let's just bring it central. How do you bring in other chains? I am not the pro here on Phantom stuff. So active networks, okay, cool. Base, yes, base is there, and then we have the testnet activated. I need to switch as a base portfolio. Awesome. All right, so I think this does it, right? Yeah, I knew I connect wallet now. It still fails, but probably refresh. Too many requests. So I don't know why this is happening. It doesn't happen when I use MetaMask, but I notice it does happen here, right? In fact, let's get MetaMask. Chrome. Let's get MetaMask, right? Let's get MetaMask so I just installed this browser, so that's why I'm actually needing to get this. Let's get MetaMask. I have an existing wallet. Oh, you can do signing with Google with MetaMask now? That's cool. Are you for real? I had no ideas. Okay, now I'm just trying to see if I can import the MetaMask from Arc. But I just found I don't have Arc opened. But it'd be nice to import. But anyway, let's create a new one. Right, let's create a new one. Right, let's create a new one. Okay, password don't match. What do you mean? Alright. Okay. I need to take this off stream regardless. Have to reveal. Remind me later. Continue. Okay. I'll be back. Alright, done. Alright, we have we have a MetaMask wallet now, so I can close this, get more tokens, and just try to get some for my bro here. Just copy base, right? Even though it's the same thing, just try to give you some wallet on base pool here. I should probably just try to see if it's gonna have that issue, by the way, but let's see. Show test network. Test network. Base polar. Not right, yeah. Okay. Add base polar. So what I usually do is, oh no. Add base polar. So you just add to chain lists, and then you just click connect wallet, use MetaMask, connect. Then you can add it, and boom, that's it. Add to MetaMask. It's done. So I just go out of there, and now I should be able to see base polar. Yes, and that's it. And I should have more. I should have a token from. I should have a token from them already. So for some reason, it's not showing because it's not. It's on testnet, so not everything on testnet is that it needs to be, and that's good. That's not bad. That's not. We're not faulting it. All right, let's move on. So now I have some testnet tokens there. Let's see if we get some of that fuzzy stuff. Connect wallet. Okay, now we got some new errors. Okay. Connect. You see, it works. Why does MetaMask work then Phantom doesn't work? Still connecting to base polar testnet. Oh. So I guess I probably need to use a public node. This is a public node, right? A base polar public node. Sepolia. Yeah, MetaMask. Enable to connect to MetaMask. Connect. Yep, let's update it. Let's see if this one works. Okay, so I'm trying to switch the RPCs to this public node one. If it's gonna work better. Alright, for some reason base polar doesn't seem to be up. Do I need to turn on my VPN? Update RPC. Oh, I need to switch it. Oh yeah, I just needed to switch it, and now we're good. MetaMask has changed. Like, I kind of don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Right. So we're good. We're good. Everything seems to be up. Right? Am I the one caught? Oh. This is interesting. So they're like seeing where people are. This is crazy. What? All right. That's another time problem. Let's focus on this. So now I have fixed my RPC problems. I'm gonna refresh this. I'm gonna choose a wallet, MetaMask. Connect on a wallet. Right. We have a pending open. Why does it not trigger this stuff? I don't know why. see if it's anything to do with this. Nope, it has nothing to do with this. And now I have one USDC there, the one I got from the faucet. Right, I have the one I got from the faucet right here. So I can pay now. And that will do all the spinning thing. It's probably gonna bring up my wallet. Ask me to release some funds. Creating payment signature. Right. This is going well. Okay. I kind of feel sleepy already. A bit. Because it's 4 a.m. in my 4 a.m. over here. I did not get so much sleep during the day. Alright, so what's going on right here? Yeah, I just don't understand what's going on. Like, I don't see any requests. I don't see any requests. And I'm sure I probably need to sign something by this time. So, where is it? Everything is just buggy, man. Click pay now. Side. Let's see. This menu is not even loading at all. Okay. MetaMask. Let's do something. Gonna disable the stuff and enable it again. I'm probably feeling this way because of the AC though. So it's might not even be sleepy just because of the AC. So let's turn it off or something. Okay. Alright, so we're good. Connect. It's not like popping up this stuff. Why is that? I'm yawning too much. I've yawned so many times now. Okay, now we're good. Connect. I'm gonna get into this account. Pay now. Pop the wallet up. Alright, pop the wallet, bro. Oh my god. You see, I have to click it again. Confirm. Requesting content. We got paid. Oh, sorry, we paid. Payment was successful. Enjoy this banger song. Order. x402. x402 DJ Repo Remix. Ain't that something? So it worked, right? We're just gonna look at the code now and see how that happened, right? So remember that I said I was working on. We're trying to use the gateword page, the protected page. So if I go to app, we can see protected page and page. Page is literally just the HTML stuff. Where the sauce has been cooked is in somewhere called let's just go through everything. There's the layout, nothing's happening here. There's the layout, nothing's happening there. There's the page itself, the home page where you select. Where something is, where the source is in this proxy.ts file, right? Proxy.ts. So you importing payment proxy. And it used to be payment middleware, but Next.js 16 is it 16 or 15 has switched things up. It's no longer called middleware, it's now called proxy. So know that and no piece. There's the scheme stuff. There's the create paywall stuff, right? And then you can choose your facilitator. You can choose your address. And then this is the extension bit. If there's no facilitator address, crash. No disk, crash as well. Create HTTP facilitator client. Familiar, right, from the previous one. Create x402 resource server. So now we're creating a server that's going to be serving the resources and stuff. And then that's using a facilitator client. Beautiful. Register schemes. What schemes are we using? And the scheme is from the server, right? Right. I'm sure you can probably do some more customization to this. Optional client for payment processing. Awesome. And you now build a paywall. Export const paywall provider, create paywall with network. So we're just chaining the methods, right? We're chaining the methods with paywall, with network, and then we're doing some configuration. Alright, the app name, the app logo. Is this testnet? Always true. And then we now provide the routes and stuff. So the protected one is this one, accepts this. Now this is different than it used to be. It used to be basic polyar right here, but now they switched to this more ID styled whatever. IEP 115, and then the it takes this, and then this stuff is like the chain ID, and it pays to the EVM address. So this is custom. I can make this custom. And I'm very sure probably I don't think the docs has not been updated to show so many things. So a lot of things are still like figure outable. Now the scheme of this is exact. So take this exactly. The network is this. Still weird. The network Solana. By the way, so this is the Solana version of this. This one handles the EVM, but if it's Solana you're doing right here. And description is premium music, x402 remix, meme type. And then there's an extension provided. Alright, so they're using an extension there. Declare, and they are just unwrapping it. Yeah, unwrapping it. Declare discovery extension config. What's this? Create a discovery extension for any HTTP method. This function helps servers to declare how their endpoint should be called, including the expected input parameters of body input for fun. Interesting. Oh, there's an example there, so I can see that. For a get endpoint with no input. All right, and then you pass all this other stuff, and then you add this, and boom, you have your paywall stuff. Now for the API, which I said is different, I think there should be an extra. For the API, I think you handle it directly now in the API itself, right? So it's no longer like middleware for APIs. So for the APIs, you handle it directly from here, from the API itself, right? This handler returns weather data after. You know what? I'm already feeling some kind of way. I'll be right back.